people, right? All right, so we still have more calls coming through. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Good morning to
name is
you.
Owere.
All right.
Okay, another abduction in Kaduna. It's really sad. 80 or thereabouts, you said?
86.
Plus the over 200 that are still being held in Kaduna. How big is Kaduna, please? Why is this thing? It keeps reoccurring, it keeps happening. What is the government doing? This was same Kaduna that Hellfire as governor paid some billions of, I think it was about $1 billion or $2 billion, I can't remember the exact amount, to a certain tribe just for this to stop this whole kidnapping thing. And it's continued. Something urgently needs to be done. Our military should do something. The DSS should do something. We can't continue to live like this. One particular state, every time, large abductions of people. In this huge number, what is Iowa doing in the first place? If we talk about moving office space, now Iowa would have jumped to make statements. They should come out and say something. They should speak. They should speak. It's really annoying that you wake up and you hear news upon terrible news every day. Every day we wake up and we hear news of abduction or killings. When are we going to get it right in this part of our world? It's really sad. You can wake and have a lovely day. You hear of news of abductions and killings. I don't know what to say. It's really, really hurting. Have a lovely day, my brother.
All right, thank you. Right there. Well, the news of kidnappings, of course, is no very palatable news. And the call to security officers, to the military, to do the needful would be very timely in this regard. But just to also let you in on the fact that the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria and the Major Energy Marketers Association of Nigeria have also projected a marginal reduction in the pump price of petrol premium motor spirit, which of course is called petrol produced from the Port Harcourt Refining Company, once the plant begins operation next month. So Ipman and Miman have also declared their readiness to load products from the facility, as they are also urging the NNPCL to fulfill its promise of pumping refined products from the plant in 2 weeks' time. Okay, so all eyes on NNPCL, all eyes on the Port Harcourt refinery right there. Okay, so we should also let you in on this one. I mean, the Central Bank of Nigeria, that's the CBN, has said that 11 electricity distribution companies, DISCOs, obtained a credit facility totaling 273.34 billion naira to purchase 414,000 meters for distribution. And that report, has covered a detailed assessment of the 10.3 trillion naira development finance between 2015 and 2022. CBN had disclosed that the meters purchased included maximum demand meters and smart meters, as well as single phase meters. So if all of this was done, if all of this had been put in place, it just begs more questions as to why how many families are getting these meters, and is it reaching the hands of those it has been purported for, right? Well, more conversation coming through, and the phone line still buzzing. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please. Good morning to you.
This is Samuel from Kuje.
All right, Samuel, welcome to the pages. Welcome to Eagles. Let's have your thoughts.
Good morning, my brother Daniel.
Yes, good morning. Go ahead.
This Kaduna issue, it seems as if it has become a regular occurrence and nobody is saying anything or doing anything, because we are not seeing anything being done. And the so-called bandits, what they are saying is that nobody can do us anything. We can go anywhere and carry people at random, at their will. My own suggestion, if the government will listen to all these things that we have been saying every day, they should wake up to their responsibilities, declare emergency on this banditry. By the time they declare emergency on it and now face the reality, they are sponsors. Some of them are within us, and they know them. and nobody is doing anything. By the time they begin to fish out their sponsors, and nobody is sponsoring them again, it will die down. But it seems that the government feel that the thing doesn't concern them. After all, they are not the ones that they are being kidnapped. But let me say, I pray that these boundaries will now begin to go for senators.
Sorry, we can't take that. That's not what we are pushing for right here. You've made your point, and your point is indeed loud and clear. Please, I've said it. I know that emotions will run high. It's really sad how that we point fingers, accusing fingers, and then we are also the same persons who are doing the same things that we somewhat are alleging that these other persons are doing. I'm not being careful, so nobody thinks, like it's just trying to be careful. Well, as much as you might want to think that, but then the truth is, I don't see where we're having to, rather than talk about a way out, we send awful prayers to individuals in the society, regardless of what position, their ranks, their officers. Even if you say that to a market woman, it doesn't make you any different. Okay, so please, let's be very, very conscious and cautious with our words when we are having our take on some of these issues. I know it could be very rippling, but then let's just be strong. I mean, hello, good morning.
Good morning,
yes,
sir.
Good morning, please.
Yes, my name is Suleiman Namfulani from National Assembly Quarters.
All right, Suleiman, welcome aboard. Let's have your thoughts very quickly.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, my regards to the Onoja.
Right.
Let me just make my comment briefly, sir.
Yes, please.
On the issue of this kidnapping that is happening, I wonder why. I don't know why they have interest in this Kaduna now. You can see in less than 1 week, I think it's more than like 400 plus people have been kidnapped in that Kaduna. And still, like, if there are not any proper action being taken up till now. We can see the National Assembly recently, they are suspending one of their members because he leaked from their secrets. So I don't know why they are more concerned about their self-interest, about we the citizens. Wallahi, I don't know why they didn't care about us. Always they care about themselves. If these people, they can come up to suspend, why can't they come up together and gather their self to make sure they tackle this kind of issue? You see, always we are blaming one side. Most of the time we say the presidency always. And these people, I believe in this local government that this kind of way, they have representatives here in National Assembly. To the House, both the National Reps and the Senate, they have representatives there. I'm not sure that one of them maybe, I'm not sure from
Hello.
concern all of us. It's concern all of us. We cannot say yes, it's one side of Kaduna. I believe the even member from the south can talk about the issue of insecurity that happening in the north. But in particular, those people that voted them, the women that gang themselves, they did not sleep, the mothers of their children, the parents of those people, I believe they voted them to send them and to represent them very well. But I'm not sure they care about what is happening in their constituency. If this kind of thing happens, we are not hearing they are shouting or they are talking, but they come up, they are talking about their member that come out talk about their budget. So they can suspend this kind of thing will happen. They will suspend one of their members, but they cannot raise up to talk about their constituency, their local governments, what their people are passing through. Believe me, wallahi, we are controlling this country. We have a long way to go, but what we will do, we will never ever stop to pray. We pray the Almighty Allah give us a good leader that love us, not the one that we will love. We pray the Almighty Allah give us the leaders who have Nigeria.
Oh, he's out right there. Okay, it's just what it is, very candid. But then let's jump into the WhatsApp portal. In fact, he has raised some great points. I mean, these people have representatives, and Nigerians are saying we want to see y'all begin to send an outcry and say we are not okay with this. We don't want to hear this. We don't want to see this. That should be a top priority, for them at a time like this. Okay, so this one right here, I'll be taking very quickly. let's get on to the WhatsApp portal. Okay, so the WhatsApp portal, we've got this one. It says, the sad reality is that killers of soldiers in Delta community must have left the community, and ones suffering are innocent ones. All right, kudos to you, UD. You're doing amazing. Chinonso from Suleja. Thank you, Chinonso. Right, seeing this one right here. I'm Mr. Mador from Plateau State, Kaduna State issue. Does it mean there are no business in that state than kidnapping? What is the governor of Kaduna State doing about it? Great question. All right, great question right there. And yeah, that is what it is. But then let's also look at this one right here. Selassie had sent a message. Let's go hear it. Okay. Don't know what's going on, but trying to get it together.
Daniels,
okay.
I greet you. My name is Selassie. I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station.
Right.
What happens to Prince Ehemacho? It's been long that we hear from him. And you know, one thing with him is that if he doesn't hear people calling for sometimes, he always asks for them. So we too, we are checking on him. I hope all is well with him.
Yeah.
And when you get the opportunity, tell him, or when you see him, or you communicate, tell him that we are asking of him. I want to start by talking about with the good news. You make mention about the refinery start work, Port Harcourt refinery start work, the petrol price will be reduced. That's the good news. You know, that's why we are saying if the refinery could be able to work, I'm telling you, the high price may be reduced. We hope so. I pray that it will work. And I want to talk about the kidnapping. Now, my heart goes to the family of the deceased members of the Nigerian army. The lost their loved one, the lost the breadwinner of their family. May Almighty God grant the family to fortitude to bear this irrepressible loss. Then come to the issue of another kidnapping. About 87 kidnapped in Kaduna again. I'm tired of hearing all these stories. I'm tired of hearing all this news. As I always say, government should do the needful in the aspect of this insecurity. We want people to come and invest, and they are hearing about all this thing. This news, when you go to international news, CNN, Al Jazeera, and other places, you see they're talking about what they are saying about Nigeria. I will conclude by saying, today victims are yesterday's survivor. Tomorrow victims are today's survivor. It could be anyone out there listening to me. Government must do the needful in the aspect of insecurity. It's so alarming. It's increasing day by day. Thank you.
All right, Selassie, you've made your point, and it's quite loud and clear. And you asked a very pertinent question about Prince Ihanacho right there. Well, yeah, as it is, Mr. Ihanacho has moved on to other things, as you well know, that there is always a beginning and there is an end to every course. So for where there is an end to a course, there is a new beginning, and change is very constant, right? So that's what it is. And thank you for your, take on this one. Well, then let's get on to yet another one right here. I'm just trying to get to exhaust, the voice notes as well as the messages on WhatsApp, so we don't leave anyone, in the corridors. Let's take this one.
Good morning, Udrak.
Good morning.
My dear brother. Now, this is Alami from Valentine. On the kidnapped, of another 87 Nigerians in Kaduna State. It is commendable. It is unfortunate. Nigeria does not deserve this. But then again, the desperate politicians, they struck again. I think the most intelligent person out there, is now beginning to see that all of these are sponsored, and stage kidnappings just to make a government look bad by opposition politicians. It's really unfortunate that these people don't care about us. It's all about power position. When you're so desperate that you're willing to play game, with the lives of your own people just to get into power. When politicians are too desperate, when you have a bunch of sore losers who lose election and cannot just embrace their loss, and accept it as, look, my people that wanted to govern has said no, they prefer someone else. When they want to force their way into office through all means possible, this is what you get. It's really unfortunate. The people do not deserve this. They do not deserve this kind of leaders, desperate politicians that we have amongst us as our leaders. We do not deserve them. People who do not care about our well-being, people who are only interested in power, politics, and position. It's really unfortunate. We can only pray for their safe return. Again, the politicians must know it is not by force to serve. And at the end of the day, we will all return back to our graves with nothing, just like we came. All of the power, the desperation for positions, we will all leave it here on earth. Thank you so much.
All right, all of the power, the desperation for position, and all of that it will mean nothing when you're 6 feet deep. I think is a great reflection right there. It calls for sober reflection. It calls for the re-engineering of our personality. It calls for asking the salient questions of what is my purpose in life. And I always say, if you can just but affect the life of one person, I'm not talking about 10, I'm talking about one. If you take it as a responsibility on your shoulders to affecting positively the life of just one person, then you might have fulfilled more than half, maybe 80% of your purpose in life. But then let's get on to this one. It says, good morning, Obongudwak Daniel. Good morning to you too. It says, God bless your day. Bless your day too. It says, from the fallout of controversy surrounding the alleged padding of 2024 budget, Nigerians with one voice and from all walks of life are now joining Peter Obi to call for the review of that budget. If the call is treated with levity as usual by those in the corridors of power, there will be no reason strong enough to convince the masses to believe and have trust in President Tinubu's administration. All right, it says also, the purported termination of appointments and sack of directors in CBN is a welcome development. Nigerians are expecting the same searchlights to be beamed on NNPCL as well as other conduit pipes that drain the economy. Finally, Nigerians are asking the federal government to stop dashing the so-called constituency funds to members of the National Assembly. The constituency funds and the so-called security votes to governors are just the same thing because nothing good has ever come out from it. God bless Nigeria. Comrade Ulobasi has got that one to say. All right, let's take this call right about now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Ashley. I'm calling you from Savonke.
Sorry, your name is what? I didn't quite get your name. Haruna. Okay, Haruna, welcome aboard all the way from Sabon Wuse.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Go ahead, Haruna.
As I was, let me comment about the 80-something people being taken away in Kaduna.
Yes.
And then we have leaders that being representing us in that chamber, both the green chamber and the red chamber. Mm-hmm. And then nobody just keeping silent. Nobody, our cleric, both sides, Christian and the Muslim, we are there, and then nobody keeping silent. And look at how those children be in that. In the development country, this kind of thing is not just happen. You see, anything that pertaining the life of an old man and the old woman and the child, even the front road, they don't say touch all these kind of people. And because it's not good at all, then they are innocent. They don't know anything that is going on. You see, nobody making attempt to release those people. Are we going to continue like this? When they talk, we say, yes, we are Nigeria. Yeah, it's not supposed to be like this. Now, other parts of the country that been enjoying there, and look at we now every day killing, carry our people away. So may God bless this country, and then people, the leader, they are going to pity for these common people of this country. Thank you very much. All
right, thank you so much right there. You've made some very salient points right there, and it seems as though it has come to the part where every stakeholder, everybody has got to now come out and begin to talk about this so that some serious due diligence would be done. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please, good morning.
Good morning. This is Drive from my portfolio.
All right, welcome aboard.
Good morning. If you say it's the government that is kidnapping people, is it right? It's not right. But how can somebody, if somebody says it in your platform, you will question the person and call the person off. But you are just somebody said that it is politicians that lost the election that we are kidnapping. I think this kidnapping started during the end of Jonathan's administration. Is it the people that we are in the opposition that time that we are planning all this kidnapping and kidnapping them? After all, a governor from Kaduna State told us how he was paying kidnappers, and Kawu Baraje of Kwara State told us how APC brought in foreign mercenaries to Nigeria, and up till now, he has not been whether taken to court or in that nation. Okay, look at in Kaduna. Every day you hear kidnapping. But now this thing happened in Delta State now, where you have forest, water, and land. Now the soldiers are ransacking everywhere to bring them out. But in Kaduna, since almost 12 to how many years now, it has been going on, and every day it has been going on. And that's the place we have the capital of defense in Nigeria. And they can't even bring out those kidnappers there. It's that the kidnappers, are they mystic men or are they invisible that we cannot bring them out? If you go to Southeast, you see everywhere. You see everywhere they are ransacking everywhere and bringing out boys. Where is this? Why is this one that in the north is different? Go to Benin State, they kill 30, 40, 50, and those people have not been killed. Is the constitution in the north different from the one in the south? That's what I'm asking. Okay. Every day you go to something, you see checking points everywhere. But in Kaduna, where is happening? The drive from here to Sokoto, no checking point. What is actually happening in Nigeria?
All
What's actually happening?
Okay, no problem. Thank you for that one right there. Well, that's what the government needs to begin to look into, because quite a number of persons are also adding their voice with him to saying that, look, hope this is not having, some sort of ethnic undertone. But then there has been some talk about the fact that, hey, these are two different, situations. But then insecurity is insecurity. Right? And that's just what it is. But anyways, let us see how we can take a couple of these messages from the WhatsApp portal. It says, good morning, Daniel. Good morning to you. This is Samuel from Kuje. My take is that these bandits have sponsors. Why can't governments go after the sponsors? I believe if the sponsors are apprehended, dear men will have nothing to do than to drop their weapons. Have a nice day. Samuel from Kuje. Oh, well, Samuel, strong, solid point you made there. And let us get on to this one. It's probably, okay, let's not say it's going to be the last, but let's just hear it from this one right here.
Good morning. My name is Edward. Let me be short and clear here. You see, if I talk about security, kidnapping in Nigeria, it is the duty of our security. Imagine 400 and something people have been kidnapped within few days, and there is no hope. And we have security officers, we have the army, we have the DSS, we have police, we have civil defense, we have them like that. But let me tell you something, just insult any government official. Now, you will be arrested. These kidnappers are using their own handset, to call for ransom. Why not track them? Let me say anything, I don't track you, I'll get you. So we can't leave this. In fact, the problem is coming from our security. But the question is that, are they trained at all? Our security not trained, to be honest. Are they trained? I think they are not after their work. Look at, from my research, I discovered that the first worker that go to work in Nigeria, is a police officer who is taking over from the checking point. Why? You will have the answer. You know what is the answer. What happened in Delta State? We are here. They have killed our army out to that number. It's a national disgrace. It's not a good thing at all. But they should know that we're going for that assignment. They should know that you may be ambushed. So they tell against that. But that's all. Rest in peace. Thanks to God bless you.
Okay, right. Their souls rest in peace. Right there. We'll just take this very one. It's going to be the last one right here. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Oda.
Yes, good morning to you.
My namesake, I will call you my namesake. I know it's the man. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Bibi.
I call you from Otako.
All right, welcome
aboard. I greet our caller. I greet Oga Salasi, a man of market. I just want to please for our caller. May we be patient. The Lord is Nigeria's strength. What I want to talk this morning, all this killing of a teen, kidnapping of a teen. What are people where we elect, whether I select, we go select, or whether I elect, I go come there, whether they represent us, whether they represent the village. What is happening where they cannot fresh out? If Blessing want to talk now, they know where they stay, they know the area. Not until they block all line, they will take these people out. If people have heart for all this way they happen, we are talking about government. We are talking about Nigeria when me and you we dey over. Wait, they say people dey when they come out say, let we vote for her. They go guide the citizen. I know say our life no dey for their head. But when something is happen, it's not happen for them. You know, say there is a hand on it. We have been talking for this radio. We have been talking on many radio. People they have been talking voices their voice out. Nobody can see. It could be our government. It could be people when they represent us. Why they cannot listen? Because their children know they are among these people. Because their wives know they are among people. Because themselves they know they are among people. What do you want us to talk now? If not be there, they support all these violence. What do you want me come on my talk? Come on my way, no even get food to eat. Come on my way, no even have anything. What do you want me we talk? All this money, all this kidnapper, where are they living? Are they living far away? They are living between us. Why they cannot fade these people out when Nigeria have peace of mind? Every day killing. See our soldiers now, they don't kill them. Before you know that they go send on that to go, they go begin to kill those people. Where these people enter, can you tell me say all the soldiers they sleep off? They don't know what they happen. There is information. Please make them be careful. God will fade them out one by one if they don't repent. Right. God bless you. God bless you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, BB, for that one. Very strong word right there. And at the same time, very, very, civil. I mean, sends a message out, pours it out, and at the same time just tells it the way it is. But then this is where we will call it a close. I mean, Vicky Vic is right here. When I say calling it a close, I'm not saying a total close, because at top of the hour 9, after Vicky Vic is done, is come to take up sports on Eagles Wings right here, we'll be going conversational with the Eagles Outlook, right? But then thank you so very much, each and every one of you, for having, registered your voices via the WhatsApp portal as voice notes, as well as messages you sent, and as well as the calls that you put across. It just tells us that we are very woke, very aware, very awoken. We're not sleeping anymore, and that the needful will be done, and we are indeed being a part of governance, as well as giving a close chase and a close look into policies that govern us. All right, we'll be right back in a short bit. Vicky Vic's voice is what you'll be hearing next.